So, a guy set himself on fire outside of the site of the Trump Stormy Daniels criminal case trial. And as far as I can tell, the guy is a lunatic. Like, obviously, there's always some level of madness, which is kind of innate to self-immolation, but I think in this case, he actually just there's less to say about it than normal. Again? Yeah, again. Did he die? No, I think he's currently in critical condition. What did he do it for? That sounds like a segment question. I mean, normally, not to sound callous here, normally when you set yourself on fire outside, like a historic trial, you do so after a verdict. The jury hasn't even been selected. They just finished jury selections today. Oh, never mind. I guess he waited until the exact moment that he finished that they finished with the jury selection. Gotcha. There's a manifesto. I know. We're gonna go through it. No. Thank you guys for telling me stuff about this. You know, thank you. Did you say this trial doesn't matter? It's not that this trial doesn't matter. It's just relatively low stakes, and I find it pretty uninteresting. I mean, the trial itself is literally just like, what was it, about $250,000? About $250,000 was transferred from campaign funds to pay off a sex worker because he didn't want her to blab. But we're like splitting it into 26 separate counts of payments, and then we're making every single one of them a felony. And it's like, dude, Trump grifts like hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of these campaigns. Like, it's just such a like tiny technicality thing, you know? He doused himself and threw these pamphlets across the park and immediately just lit himself on fire. Okay. Flames were massive immediately. Pamphlets appeared to be propaganda-based. Officials described Azzarello, is it Azzarello? Azzarello is a conspiracy theorist. I guess that's like more of an Italian name than a Hispanic name. Is the live coverage TOS? Keep it in your pants. We're fine. Technical details here aren't that interesting. Now, as for the guy himself, he self-immolated to warn the world about an apocalyptic fascist world coup. The self-immolating conspiracy theorist was identified by cops as Max Azzarello, a 37-year-old from St. Augustine, Florida. Florida man, okay. Critical condition. Declared that his act was an extreme act of protest. Ah, man, he's cribbing from Aaron Bushnell's line. His Substack manifesto is a dizzying document that rails against cryptocurrency, New York University, the Clintons, and the world's governments. All right. Hold on. You know what? We'll just take a look at it, Substack manifesto. No respect. Apparently he also posted a TikTok himself.
Start a revolution. Start a revolution. Start.
Oh, he's just committing to it.
Revolution. You've got nothing to lose.
If this was posted out of context, in response to like scenes of IDF brutality in the Gaza Strip, this would get 27,000 likes from Twitter lefties whose balls haven't yet dropped. They'd be like, yes, I agree. I'm completely in with this. Anyway, dead eyes, crazy, psychopath, whatever. Okay. Where's the manifesto? The true history of the world. So this is a print? And it's just also on Substack? These are the pamphlets he threw. He thinks 9/11 was an inside job and that Osama Bush and the Saudis were all in on it. Well, at least one of those groups was. Here, we'll use this because I don't think the Censored Men Twitter account is on the up and up. All right. When it feels like World War III... Dipshit secrets of our rotten world. Okay. Memorable. When it feels like World War III and the economy collapses, you'll know exactly why. An Occupy Returns booklet. Did he post these pictures himself? He must have, right? Why did he leave a hair on the front cover? That's so distracting. Oh my god. Our only goal, abolish our criminal government and replace it with one that serves all. We are the 100%. This is the manifesto. These are just the zines that he made. Oh, these are the zines. Oh, I see. Okay. I feel like, if anything, the zines might be a purer kind of communication than the than the manifesto itself, right? Because the zines are meant to convey to people, look, this is Das Kapital as compared to, the Communist Manifesto. All right, like, look, we've got theory and we've got radicalization. I've had long hair, Freestwalker. Don't you worry. I know. We are victims of a totalitarian con, and our own government is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup. All right? You will learn the scariest and stupidest story in world history. All right, all right. Cryptocurrency is a Ponzi scheme. That's close enough to being true. Sure. Yeah, I mean, sure. I wouldn't go with Ponzi, but okay, yeah. I mean, let him cook like the rice or something like that, like something simple, okay? So let me guess, this guy lost a fuck ton of money in crypto? If his radicalization is like all a product of crypto, like look, he's talking about the March 2023 bank failures rather than like 2008, you know? He probably lost a lot of money in crypto, right? He talks a lot about Bush and Clinton as well. It turns out we have a secret kleptocracy. Both parties are run by financial criminals whose only goals are to divide, deceive, and bleed us dry. So, guys, remember how I have a general disdain for conspiracy theories? This is the reason why. Because I feel like conspiracy theories, the design of a conspiracy theory is that it brings you 99% of the way there, and then it yanks you away from the finish line and launches you in the opposite direction of the correct conclusion, right? Because, like, a conspiracy theory can't coexist with a belief in actual critical theory, you know? Like, a critical material analysis of the world makes it... Like, for instance, the idea that all the world's governments are collectively run by, like, an oligarchical set of interests that do their own shit. Like, that's not a conspiracy theory. That's just very, very, very basic critical theory, right? It sounds conspiratorial when you talk about, like, secret cabals or whatever, but if you regard it in, like, a proper sociological sense, the idea of, like, no, it's just that people with power and people with money and people with access to capital have a unique and shared interest that they act in favor of. That's not a conspiracy anymore. That's just a basic sociological fact. Very, very, very true one. So, you know, this I hate the conspiracism, you know. Very often it just distracts you. And here I've been like Lisa Simpson. Oh, wait, he has a whole Simpsons section. As it turns out, dozens of the writers of The Simpsons went to Harvard, so I asked myself the question, if The Simpsons served the interests of organized crime, how would it do so? Well, it offers a dysfunctional family suffering from moral decay, a community incapable of solving its problems. Yeah, he is really on about the cryptocurrency thing. There's the George Orwell mention. What did he say in these pamphlets? That's what I'm most curious about. Peter Thiel. Oh, yeah, March 2023, Silicon Valley Bank. Right. Facts about Peter Thiel. Well, we all know he's a bastard. What is cryptocurrency? Ponzi scheme explainer. Why'd I click off that? Big Ponzi players. Elon Musk, Jeffrey Epstein, Bill Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton. You know, as far as I can tell, this guy actually seems like a non-partisan conspiracy theorist. This is very rare. Nowadays, basically every conspiracy theorist has been folded into the, like, George Soros, MAGA, QAnon, Great Awakening field, you know? Like, it's actually quite uncommon to see somebody... Yeah, these guys would have been way more common, like, 20 years ago. Hell, even 30. But nowadays, they're basically extinct, you know? It's just interesting. Our last change in government. Most important political speech in world history. At the 1988 DNC, Bill Clinton gave a vile, hate-filled speech in support of Mike Dukakis. The speech is a sly admission that Clinton blackmailed Dukakis because he was secretly on George Bush's side. Yeah, this guy is, like, pure. What are the odds that right-wing media tries to paint him as a far leftist? Well, maybe. Oh, look, he even mentions, look. When shit hits the fan. False flag attack will get blamed to Russia and China. Silicon Valley companies. The Titan submersible implosion was fake. There is no video evidence it could go to deep sea, and it's just like Richard Branson's Virgin Oceanic Ponzi scheme. Expect a strange event in the promotion of bullshit conspiracy theories around it. QAnon and Pizzagate are examples of this. Nonsense to hide the fact that the main characters are financial criminals. Huh. This guy's on a whole other level. Look, Budweiser and Target pretended to have wildly successful anti-trans boycotts against them. Dude, he's like, he's on another level than the culture war. With the culture war, it's like, oh yeah, you know, da, da, da. With he's like, no, actually, that was just part of the plan. The Simpsons is evil brainwashing, right? Harvard University super crime school. 10th dimensional chess. Yeah, it's like playing that Star Trek chess. What do we mean by haunted carnies? Okay. The truth about 9/11. Okay. The truth about COVID. Their most evil Ponzi kayfabe. How do they disguise history's most glaring stock market anomaly from the thefts of trillions? Everything is crypto with him. Want to be a hero? Share these secrets. Want to be a prophet? Do it before the next economic collapse. That's kind of like a hard line if you workshopped it a little bit, right? Want to be a hero X, want to be a prophet, do X soon. That's I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of good. Decent rhetoric, honestly. I've seen worse, certainly. No, this guy isn't radical centrism. Radical centrism was a totally different phenomenon. Important people to tell. The military and the police. Let them know they're being conned. College students. They dream of revolutions. Aw. He's optimistic. Unions, activists, and protest groups. They've got infrastructure for action. Everyone, tell them we are free. Huh. Man, I feel like this guy is probably closer to being left-leaning than right-leaning if I had to, you know, if I had to guess. It's a shame that he wasn't on his meds. Rare actual... Guys, centrist does not mean nonpartisan conspiracy theorist. It just... Nonpartisan conspiracy theorist means nonpartisan conspiracy theorist, okay? Radical centrist were people who pretended to be centrist back in the like early 2010s by pretending it was like an enlightened position over being any kind of political radical. That's a different thing. On his Reddit, I think he called himself an ANCOM. At the very least, this is like aesthetically like a left-leaning, nonsensical ramble. Sorry, guys. We have to count this one, I guess. This is another, this is another left-leaning self-immolation. Kind of wacky, though. Yeah, I'd say so. I wouldn't worry about it, geriatrician. Not impossible, any. Aaron Bushnell did. Why did he do this outside the Trump trial? Attention, I suppose. Do you think he'll survive? How could I possibly... Emu Anon 34, I really appreciate the incredible faith you have in my knowledge, you know, of my omniscience. No, I don't know. That's not even being a doctor, that's being a prophet. He has been unwell, said one family friend who asked not to be named because of the sensitivity of the situation. He was very intelligent and a very strong-willed person who was extremely kind. He was a kind guy, he had a big heart, he just battled with some mental illness. He was arrested in St. Augustine 3 times in 5 days in 2023. One of those arrests was for allegedly throwing a glass of wine at the wall where an autograph from Bill Clinton was in the lobby of the Casa Monica Resort and Spa. His second arrest also came at the hotel where he was cursing loudly and removing his clothes. His third arrest was for allegedly defacing different signs in St. Augustine, including one for a construction site and a Little Free Liberty. Little Free Library? Fuck, I'm tired. Little Free Library. That makes way more sense than Little Free Liberty. I didn't know what that meant. I just assumed that was some, like, specific local thing. Liberty. Library. He's so quirky. Seems so. Why did he do it during Trump's trial? I don't know. Ask him. 36, Furman. He filed a federal lawsuit against the Clinton Foundation last April that included Mark Cuban, Mark Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, Sam Bankman-Fried, and over a dozen others as co-defendants. He alleged they'd all participated and benefited financially from a decades-long fraudulent scheme. The lawsuit fizzled out after Azzarello failed to show cause for why a court should take up the suit, which was officially dismissed in October. Well, he's putting more effort in than most slacktivists, I'll say that much. All right. Well, good hustle, team, I guess. Hopefully he lives and gets some mental help. He supported Bernie. I'm not surprised by that. My guess, personally, is that whatever he was dealing with mentally was exacerbated by a big mental break sometime around the crypto crash.